Today we're starting with LSR, and that is ambitious, enthusiastic, hopeful, facing unknown territory, against all odds. There are a lot of people who have an incubus spirit attached to them. Very covert, you won't even know until your life starts falling apart. There's some people that need to listen to a entity removal frequency on a regular. Probably me too. Okay. What's this? Chariot. Cancer. The first thing I noticed in here is one's looking this way, this one's looking that way. So maybe you are super focused, or you know which direction that you're going in. Or maybe you don't and you're just ready to wing it. Because look, that's the first thing I see now too, are the wings. It's just whatever. What is this? Hold on. People could have thought that because you have a way of speaking, we'll say, that you were a lost soul. You have a platform of some sort where you put out some type of messages or information. What is this about? What is this information about? The divine feminines. Okay. I mean, this could be about a mom as well. Whatever your messages are, I feel like it helps people come out of this mentally trapped state that they're in. Yeah, out of darkness. Okay. Yeah, you're helping them move forward from a dark period. This feels like mental illness, stuck in an abyss, or just a dark place mentally. Get some of the base. Dark night of the soul. Boom. Okay, it's a process. What I realized is the way to speed it up is to just let it happen. Let it run its course, facing unknown territories, smiling against all odds. Lonely old woman. Somebody could have said that you were. Tell me about this lonely old woman. Whenever you were going through this dark night of the soul, divine feminine, there was a lot of judgment here, or people didn't realize what it was, or they didn't recognize it. Maybe you didn't even recognize what it was or how long it was going to take. But you came out of it, though. You came out of it stronger. I feel like you're grateful, though. You're grateful for this tower moment that happened in your life. There may be some people that want to thank you for waking them up. This is gratitude. You could be an earth sign or a Scorpio. I'm grateful for you, yeah. Now, I also see that there are others who should be grateful that you woke them up, but God, do you even want to be woken up? And maybe there's people that think I would rather have not had the rose-colored glasses taken off, because now I see shit for what it really is. You're very charming. Jealous of divine masculine. Are these women that are jealous of men? It feels like a lot of these guys are realizing that they were with lonely old women, and that these are the types of women that compete with men. It could be men posing as women, though, that compete with men, but this put them in kind of a dark, I give up, this is my life, I'm just going to accept it like this type of mindset. You can tell by the way that they speak to these men that they're jealous. Taurus, or an air sign. Somebody lied and said that a Taurus or a Hierophant energy was doing some kind of energy work, we'll say. Oh God, more lies. If they're having a lot of chaos in their life or just shit's being turned upside down, there's somebody that a man is married to here that went out of their way to create some kind of what they see as facts to say that you were actually doing this black magic. Maybe it was because this man is totally against black magic and they thought if you were doing it, they didn't want nothing to do with you. Guilty. There's also a female that's acting like they're going through the dark night of the soul, but this is all kinds of dark spell work coming back to this woman. It looks the same. It actually manifests very similar when you're going through the dark night of the soul, because first you're purging all this shit and you're changing your diet and you're getting sober, so your looks start to change and you're not sleeping well. It looks like black magic coming back to you. There's a woman who's using this dark night of the soul as an excuse. Heart chakra. She was doing black magic on this man's heart. Stand your ground. Or they were. She was. I think during this whole time, though, with the heart chakra and the stand your ground, you remained a good person at heart. Okay, and this is what kept you moving. You didn't turn dark like the people who were trying to attack you while you were going through this. Owen. They just put that name on there. Okay. Is being paid to torture you. I want to get some letters for this. I thought he was going to attack me. Oliver or Olivia. O-L-K-E. Kevin Oliver, Keith Oliver, Oliver Keith, Olivia Keith, Zachary, LKZ. Are they though? Are they getting paid though? Tell me about they're getting paid to torture you though. I feel like, to just sit there and, these people who were getting paid to torture you with judgment, to sit there and judge you because you're telepathic and they know you could pick up on it. So they sat there and just repeatedly judged you to try to get a reaction out of you, has forced them into this dark night of the soul. Yeah, because I feel like you just shut it down. They judge you and I just don't feel like you care. You could be the kind of person that judges your own self. So you're not going to wind up agitating me, and it's agitating them. Now they're in a dark place and they're going to, I don't know if not everybody makes it through the dark night of the soul. It takes a strong person, spiritually centered person to get through this alive. Radiation, great. Okay. It wasn't enough for them to just judge you. They had to bring electronic harassment devices and other forms of radiation because it's mind control. You could be, they could be forcing you to judge your own self. I judge myself all day long. But the thing is, when you're okay with whatever, I mean, like when you have that flow in life that people talk about, but most people don't practice or they're just lying. You're okay with judging yourself. You're okay with being judged by others. You're okay with having things. You're okay with not having things. When you're like water like that, Taoism and Stoicism, you're impossible to break. Things are coming back. Landlord, a property manager in on it, and heir to a fortune. Is this what you're focused on? Maybe that's that. Like, I know what I'm about to get. I know that when you go through the dark night of the soul and you come out stronger on the other side, you get rewarded by the universe because now you're beneficial to the universe. You're not before you have your awakening. Most of us were broken and hurt, and we were hurting other people. They're trying to gathering people to provoke you, even. They have to force this, Divine Feminine. And it's the Hermit. You just stay to yourself and what's happening around you. Tell me about what's happening around this woman. Rape is what it looks like. Here you are in Hermit mode. They could be thinking that they're doing this to you, Divine Feminine. You could be a Libra or a Taurus or a Scorpio, but these people think that you're gone. And I think they're reproducing more clones of you, or it's to keep this whole situation stuck. So you just stay like this and mind your business and let this shit around you play out naturally. Yeah, these people are stuck now because you don't come out. But the thing is, if you came out, would they be able to even attack you? they're in such a dark place mentally. I don't even know if they know they're cognizant of what's going on around them. I feel like the more that they try to send this judgment to you, the more that your gifts level up, because you're just accepting of everything that they're doing. Conception. I mean, I never really used that word. Synonym. Impregnation. Formation. Conceiving. Oh, they may not think that you're a woman, but you had a child. You bled. Like, I have my period again. Because I'm de-aging, and now I brought it back. But I didn't have it for a year. And I also think it was taken from me because they were doing so many death spells on me, and it was manifesting through that, where it felt like I was going to bleed out every month, and it just stopped altogether. That was protection for me before I realized who I was. I didn't level up to Ra yet. But I was protected by the universe, by something. And now I get it again, but their death spells aren't working because my DNA is activated. There's so many strands of my DNA activated. It's just bouncing back. But are they trying to say that I'm a man too? They could, but I bled out of my vagina. Okay? And people were hacked into my eyes and they saw it. Grace is what they named me. Look, Grace Jones, when they created me as a hybrid. This is all shit that I've been finding out on my own. You know that you are an heir to a fortune. Whatever this landlord or property manager is in, what? Tell me about the landlord or the property manager. Tell me about the landlord or the property manager where you're at. Lying on you? This person could have said that you were a man. Yeah, they said that you had a penis, but look at how you move. You can tell by the way a woman moves. They move with grace. Maybe that's why they named me Grace. I move with grace. Everything I do is graceful and methodical. Robotic. I know this about myself. Crown chakra, yeah. Well, that's all the attacks were. They could only do psychological attacks on you. All right. Present. They're doing this currently. They could be doing this currently while I'm doing this reading. Return to sender. Okay. Leaves fake comments. So I don't even know. I don't even check my comments. Yeah, my ears are ringing. So I don't know if people are trying to get to you in your comments. I don't know if others of you that have channels that talk about all this dark shit that's going on in the world, but I feel like they try to get to you mentally through your comments as well. Stole medication from you. If they weren't a fraud, they wouldn't recognize themselves. I think they want to steal, and I want to warn everybody, there's a shortage of fentanyl. And there are a lot of people who are hurting, and this is karma for them. If you have friends or family members that are fentanyl addicts, keep them away from you, because they will kill you for it. If it means I can get high for 4 hours, you're going to have to let them go through the pain. If they're in your house and living in your house, I would get them out of your home, because the level of deception that comes with this particular drug withdrawal is, it's overwhelming. Let me pause this because I want to get some more cards. All right, let's get some of these white cards and find out more about some of these people. Tell me about, it says, could you be this tough with your hands up? That's all they can do with psychological attacks. I don't feel any physical attacks at all, because people don't know how to fight anymore. They've been doing this gang stalking and radiation and harassment shit so long that they forgot. Even men forgot how to fight. Now, there are some that still do. They just don't do it. They don't use it. Dreams. You get high for free tonight. They can't get high. I feel like drugs, period. Neighbor is having dreams, or your neighbors, the people around you, are having dreams possibly about you or where they're going to go when they pass away. They're not talking about it. You should share it, or you'll get there quicker. I think that there's a shortage of a lot of what these people had on a regular basis, and it's karma. Eventually, the well runs dry. I mean, you can't think that other people get karma and they get what's coming to them, and you're not going to get what's coming to you. Yeah, dreams. You may not be able to remember your dreams anymore because of all these psychological attacks. I don't really feel like that affects you too much, though. I mean, if that's the most... Tell me about the dreams. Your neighbor's not tough? They don't have any drugs. I don't know if someone's being shown in their dreams that there's going to be a shortage of this shit for good. And you know what I also see is that you could have interpreted dreams for some people. They didn't appreciate that shit. You were given warnings about things in your dreams, what were going to happen to people that were coming for you, and I feel like they didn't appreciate it. Yep. Somebody's not talking about the dreams that they're having. Yeah, this because someone is worried. Look at this shit. 10 of Swords, 5 of Cups, 9 of Swords, Judgment. You better start talking about these dreams that you're having, or I'm going to make sure that you go where you're being shown in your dreams that much quicker. You have to work off karma. You have to work it off with action. Whether it's speaking the truth about something you experienced, whether it's making something right with someone that you wronged, it has to be action. There are some people who are suicidal, but they know if they took their own life that they're going to hell. So what do I do now? You work that off. You're smart. You're adults. Most of you are old enough to understand what you have to do to make something right. What would you be telling your children? A lot of people tell other people what they have to do, but they don't take their own advice. I think that these people think that they're just going to be able to move on and be at peace and... What is this? Yeah, move on to a relationship. I'll just pray on another relationship and get my joy. No, there's not going to be anything. You're going to be left to your own demise. This is the way it's supposed to be. When you try to skip and evade karma for so long, everything comes back at one time. It's easier to just accept it. On a scale from 1 to 10, you're a round number. I don't even know what to make that, but a 0. That's a round number, right? If you were a cop, I'd let you frisk me. Are you a cop? Are you even a cop, though? Who is this? Did somebody think that you were a cop? L or I? M or I and H N. This is Nathaniel, Nathan, Mifflin, Mitchell, Michelle, Michael, L.I. Operation? Did somebody get an operation to change their facial features? Foundation and achievements. I mean, what have you achieved? Some of these people don't even remember the good things that they've done. Yeah, they don't talk about that. These people, they don't talk about the things that you've done to help them out or just the good things that you've done in your life. And this has become a consistent thing with people who do this gang stalking, and then they were being paid just to judge or knock, be children. It's immature, childish, just embarrassing. But they were doing it for drugs. And now there's no drugs. So now what happens, though? Some of them will do it for free because they just enjoy knocking someone else, and they're gonna die quicker. When you're around people who only talk about the fucked up shit that somebody or people did, why would you want to surround yourself with those kind of people? It brings you down. Alright, so they don't want to talk about somebody else. That you were loyal to them, that you were a good friend, you showed friendship to them. That they owe you an apology, because then they would have to admit the fact that they owe you an apology or a thank you for something. And a lot of these people, they don't know how. They've never apologized genuinely in their life. They don't want to talk about how strong you were and how you did this by yourself during all these psychological attacks. They don't want to talk about that because I feel like they're in awe about the fact that you even got through this shit. But I hope they understand that everything that they put out is energy. I hope you understand that shit. And when that shit comes back, it will come back as death. Olivia, this could be, hold on. Even people trying to fool you into thinking that they wanted to partner up with you. There are people who are acting like they don't have love for you, but they do. But they're followers, they're not leaders. These are people in your community. Yeah. And because they keep holding this in, it's causing conviction. I don't know if this is a man or a woman, depending on what gender you are. But there's somebody who's making themselves crazy because they're just going with the flow. This person comes off as a leader, but when it comes to speaking up and saying how they really feel about how somebody handled something or how they feel about somebody, they keep it in. And it's like fighting with themselves inside. They're showing me somebody who's boxing with themselves. They're on both sides. Amon Ra. Fire-breathing Marquis of Hell. He has the body and teeth of a wolf, the tail of a serpent, and the head of an owl. All right, let me read about this one. And then Abraxas. I mean, when you want to cause psychological turmoil, we'll say, to other people, and that stuff comes back, I can feel it around me personally. I can feel that, like if I dropped something, if I picked this up and dropped it, I can feel it. I can also halfway see through walls and ceilings and shit. I can see when people are laughing and stomping their feet. I can see when they're acting like they killed somebody. I can see when they walk in the room and they go shh, and they act like they're arresting people. You know, I can see all this shit. It's to protect me. Abraxas, beware of lies, of omission, and hidden truths. So you understand that that's how manipulation works. It's a mix of lies and truth. And what's Amon? Focus on repairing relationships that have drifted apart and finding common ground. Amon Ra became the local patron god. If Amon Ra and Amun are indeed the same being, perhaps that is the reason why Amon's gift is the ability to mend fractured relationships. So you were trying, I was trying. I am Amon Ra incarnate. But this is what, for me personally, but this is the energy that people were putting out, is constantly trying to repair relationships with people that you need to leave behind. And maybe this is why people took this personally, because a lot of you are cutting a lot of people off and they don't know what to do with themselves. It's happening with the people who are attacking you too, though. They're being cut off by family members and friends because they're losing their mind. Like, I don't even want you around me. I was going to let you stay with me because it looks like you're struggling, but I'm afraid that you're going to pop off. I see what you're doing to this person, or I see what the shit is doing to you. And I feel like somebody is a dream interpreter, or they have dreams and they warned these people that this shit was going to happen. I'm going to get one of these and close it out. Female prostitute, great. Some injuries you really can just walk off, but too many of us run around treating emotional compound fractures like a stubbed pinky toe. If you ignore the big ouches, they fester. That's what happened. All right, tell me about this. Healthy. Not living a healthy lifestyle. This is mental health. They're mad because your mental health is different than theirs. So it's like they wanted to swap minds with you, is what it feels like. Mind swap. They wanted to attack your beauty. Some of these people attacked you for what you look like, and they look like fucking death. Judging your looks, judging your hair, judging your skin, your boobs, your ass, or if you're a man, whatever. And some of these people look like they sprayed death all over them. Yeah. This is constant death magic. You know that part of your destiny is to balance shit out. And that's what you're focused on. And you can break me down psychologically, but I know why I'm here. I know what I'm here to do. I know something has to be even. You came to get even with the people who wronged you in past lives. Why does this Page of Cups come out so much? It's just so immature. Now, there could be a thing where, well, this would be the mental illness, is the inability to grow up emotionally. This is so rampant on our planet. This is everywhere in every country. Just the inability to be able to, it's wisdom, a lack of wisdom, or that want to even learn from situations. Speaking like children as well. Oh my God, this is ha ha. Look, this Page of Cups and Page of Swords to me is ha 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 ha. Oh my God, like it just feels like 6-year-old fucking children in adult bodies. And this is from all these psychological attacks going back. They're turning into kids. Yeah, man, this is insane. Oh my God. Yeah. Well, they don't want to learn. I mean, this is Ten of Swords, the Hermit. They don't want to learn. They don't care about knowledge or anything like that. So I guess this is how it's going to be. Beware, and you're going to see this all over, is a bunch of people acting like children and acting crazy in public. They may want to hide and shit because they know that this is coming back. Everybody on the planet who messed with these harassment devices and satellite shit from satellite and weapons of mass destruction on people's minds, because it's not just me, it's happening all over the place. Everything is going to come back to these people, and you're going to see it. It's going to be weird in the streets. If this don't force you to quarantine, I don't know what will. But some of you are going to be recording these people, and you'll get content from it if you have channels. They would have done it to you. For some of you, they did do it to you. So payback's a bitch. Karma's a bitch. We're not going nowhere. I love you, Philly out.